Hello Step, I ask you to subscribe to the channel, to strengthen us to put better content on the channel. Agent 47 was created to be the perfect killer. Almost an anonymous soldier, he sees his fortunes turn when he becomes the prey of a hunt undertaken by international security agencies. Needing to get rid of his pursuers to survive, he also tries to find out who is interested in his destruction. A good movie can come from any kind of material, but it's amazing how cursed video games seem to be in cinema. We may even have some blockbusters, and the erratic Resident Evil franchise is the biggest highlight in this, but in terms of quality there's not much to save. Hitman was yet another victim in that sense. Success on consoles by putting players in the shoes of a professional assassin who acts in an incredibly discreet way, the game has won in this Hitman Assassin 47 an adaptation that occasionally includes elements typical of the missions of its protagonist, but that does not fail to present a very generic result and conducted with incompetence. Written by the lousy Skip Woods, Hitman Assassin 47 brings the hitman known only as Agent 47, Timothy Oliphant, on a job in which he must eliminate Russia's President Mikhail Belikov, Ulrich Thompson. Being the best at what he does, something the script never tires of making clear, 47 hits the mark with ease, but Belikov still appears alive soon after. The assassin finds himself in the middle of a conspiracy in which he is pursued on all sides by Interpol Inspector Mike Whittier, Dougray Scott, Russian agents and the very organization he works for, called the Laughter. While trying to find out who set up all this, he will involve in the process the beautiful prostitute Nika, Olga Kurilenko, who had a relationship with the Russian leader. The plot shows signs of seeking a complex plot, with several characters and narrative cores, but the truth is that the screenwriter has no talent for that. What you see on the screen, then, is a real mess full of clichés, which seeks to disguise the winding of the story and the absurdity that gradually permeates it. And if the film already has problems with that, Xavier Gen's direction doesn't improve things, especially when it comes to the action scenes. In this aspect, whether in the fight at the train station or in the shooting that occurs at the end of the second act, the filmmaker follows the primer of investing in several quick cuts, which added to his inability to establish the geography of the sequences results in visually confusing moments. And, consequently, annoying. Meanwhile, the approach given to Agent 47 isn't the best. Trained to follow a life of brutality, a detail that is barely shown during the opening credits, the protagonist even draws attention for his abilities, but these are not enough to make him interesting. Lived by Timothy Oliphant as a cold and introspective individual, not least because that's all the talented actor can do with the meager material he's given, 47 is established as a purely one-dimensional figure, who doesn't undergo further development or dramatic arcs. This occurs even with the presence of Nika, whose main role is exactly to make him more human for the viewer, which doesn't work and just yields silly moments between the two characters. The scene in which she tries to seduce him and is placed to sleep is the pinnacle of it. Unlike its protagonist, Hitman Assassin 47 misses the mark in its objectives. It's a banal action movie, which has only added to the list of forgettable video game features, wasting any cinematic potential of its source material by having none of its intelligence.